Hello everyone and welcome to Prehab. I've set up a bunch of videos that focus on strength and stability of the ankles, knees, glutes, shoulders and core, and these exercises are collectively known as prehabilitation exercises. This intro video is just to give you a bit of focus for the sessions and a good idea of what they're designed for and how they're going to benefit you right away and in the coming season. So first of all, what is prehab? To do that, I'm going to ask another question. What is rehab? Rehabilitation is after you injure yourself, you need to get your body to a point where it's ready to exercise hard again, whether that's running or weightlifting or playing ultimate. So prehab is what comes before you get injured. If you don't want to get injured or if you want your recovery to be a lot faster, you do prehabilitation. And it's pretty much just a lot of focus on muscle activation and stabilizing all those weak, sensitive, vulnerable areas of your body. So here we are coming out of lockdown, or perhaps sometime in the future coming out of a long off season, and we need to relearn how to activate those muscles when we're working out, how to get them firing when we need them to be. We also need to build up strength and stability. Before we worry about getting fast and fit, and before we get into cardio, before we worry about pushing weights to get big, we need to get strong. And there is a difference between size and strength, and this first few months of exercises is definitely going to be focused on getting strength, getting stable, focusing on posture, activating the right muscles, how to activate them, and using your body as it should be used. In addition to strength and stability, this is all about looking after your body. So I've filmed a nice rolling out set as well. That's really going to help you relax and loosen up your legs after a very hard tournament or leg session. I thought about filming a stretching one, but if you know anything about how supple I am, that would be just more of a laugh than anything else. So if we get a volunteer sometime in the future, they can film a nice stretching routine. But all I've got is a rolling out routine. As much as it hurts, I recommend you get into a habit of rolling out after every practice or leg exercise. You really don't want to roll out when you need to roll out, which is when your legs are super stiff, because that is the most painful thing in the world. You really want to get into a habit of rolling out beforehand, so you never get to a point where rolling out is absolutely necessary. However, I do understand sometimes things happen, your muscles get sore, and you need to be able to roll out. So hopefully this session as well will teach you how to get to those hard to get areas and what the benefits are. Onto the exercises. I have two leg workouts and two core workouts and one arm workout. This prehab set was designed around ultimate frisbee, so there's a lot of rotation emphasis and just ankle and knee stability, how to protect your lower back, all of those things that ultimate players struggle with. And then shoulders as well, a large emphasis on just stabilizing your shoulders. If you're going to take impact from people or the ground, or you're just going to be throwing hucks for 2 days straight at a tournament, you really need strength and stability in your shoulders. So that's what all of this is about, and all of it's preparing us to do. Especially coming off a long off season, the two biggest threats to your season and having a successful season are unforced errors, like dropping easy catches or not being able to make easy throws, and injuries. Nothing will ruin your season more than being injured. Trust me, I know. So we're going to focus on that injury prevention right now with prehab. I've linked all of the sets below for prehab 1. There will be a prehab 2 later on, and then if each session takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get through, within 2 months we'll all be ready to go guns blazing into the season. These exercises, as beneficial as they are for prehab, which happens ideally before preseason even, they do focus on your muscles in really good ways. So if you have access to a gym and you're in season, please feel free to use these leg exercises, especially in the gym, using bigger weights. It really will help benefit and build up a lot of muscle. So these exercises you're going to learn are multifaceted. I know they are quite long, but they're simple at the end of the day. So I implore each of you guys just to watch the video once through, do the exercises with me, learn how to do things, learn where you're going wrong, be able to self-correct, and then once you're feeling comfortable, go through and do those same exercises by yourself or with a friend. It will be a lot faster. But yeah, until you're comfortable, please learn what I have to say, learn about the exercises, and yeah, take away whatever you can get from the videos. I know they're long, but yeah, just it's because I talk a lot of nonsense, which gives us a lot of breaks between exercises. And trust me, if you've had a lockdown like I've had, where you've been a vegetable and just like a couch potato, you're gonna need it. So yeah, that being said, if you enjoy seeing me suffer in pain, then you're going to want to watch to the end of each of these videos, because I guarantee you will see me sweating and huffing and puffing and not having a good time, but this is what I do for you guys. But yeah, points to remember, and I will remind you throughout the course of these videos. If you're doing leg exercises, you always need to set yourself, setting yourself, whether it's lunges, squats, half squats, split squats, everything we do, you want to be pushing all of your weights through your heels or front heel, depending on the exercise. Weight through your heels, lift your chin up, that'll keep your back nice and straight. Don't worry about bringing your back forward. If you do that, you're actually activating your glutes. So I encourage you throughout the seasons, throughout the videos, to lean forward a bit, activate those glutes, but at the same time keeping your back straight. These videos are all about getting all of your muscles to activate the way they're meant to, in unison with one another. So not just glutes by itself, or hamstrings by itself, or quads by itself. When you are running, all of those three muscle groups are working together to move you forward. So you need to train them like that. So yeah, the biggest thing is, as you're going down into your exercise, just sink your bum back, sink yourself into your heels. That's where all your weight goes, pushing through on the way down and on the way up, and then leaning your chest forward with your chin up, and that really focuses the emphasis of the exercise on your glutes and quads, which is exactly what we want. When you do upper body, and you'll notice, learning to set your shoulders before you do exercises is going to be great for any sort of exercise you do. And pretty much what you want to do there is, there's those small set of muscles in the small of your back. Up about 2/3 of the way in line with your sternum, but on your backside, you want to flex those muscles whenever you're doing any upper body exercise. Push-ups, rows, you want to roll your shoulders back and flex that small point in the back of your back, and keep that flexed, keep your shoulders set and activated, and that's when you do your exercises. When that back muscle, when your shoulders are set, that back muscle is activated, then it's working your muscles and developing them in a way that it keeps your posture, like good. But also the focus is, when you set your posture well, you're activating the right muscles in the right way, and that's how they're meant to be used. For example, if you're doing push-ups or even bicep curls, and you're rolling your shoulder forward, you're developing your chest muscles or your arm muscles and your stabilization muscles to bring your shoulder forward in those moments, and you're gonna be like that. So posture and aesthetics is like one thing aside, but because your shoulder's not meant to roll forward and be stabilized like that, it's not going to be as strong as if it was set back and stabilized like it's meant to be. So that's the focus on that. Also, it just does focus the exercise where it is meant to be. So those are hints and tips for leg activation, setting your shoulders, and then finally activating core. A lot of people feel that just flexing your abs is activating core, and that's good enough. But yeah, that is quite simply is not the case. Your abs are just that one sheet of muscle that comes down from your sternum to your pelvis, and your core is all the stability muscles around your waist. So to activate your core is quite different. What you want to do is imagine how a dog tucks in its tail. You want to do that with your hips. So roll your hips forward, tuck in your coccyx, your lower bum. You will be flexing your glutes. That's fine. And then you pull it, so yeah, you rotate it on the back side with your bum, and on the front with the lower part of your abs. If you feel down next to your hip flexors, and you flex those muscles there, what would be a V-line, just imagine If you take your fingers and feel them on either side of your hip flexors, there's those muscles in there. When you rotate your hips and you flex your lower part of your core, imagine like trying to hold in a Wii. There's those two small muscles, one on either side of your pelvis, that activate. That is how you activate your core. If you can learn and practice doing that through core exercises especially, but also through leg and upper body exercises, just to have your core stabilized pretty much at all times, will do so well for your core stability and core activation. And when that's doing well, that provides a world of benefit to your lower back. And yeah, if you have been doing intense exercise for a long time, or know people who have, then you know like your lower back is a great point of weakness, and you can counteract that by developing a really nice strong set of glutes and a really good core activation. So that's the focus of all these sessions, is core activation. You do that by activating those muscles you use when you hold in a Wii. Weird way to think about it, but once you're there, you'll know. And then pushing your way through your heels and activating your glutes by leaning forward with legs and rolling your shoulders back, or setting your shoulders and activating the small of your back when you're doing arm exercises. So yeah, those are my hints and tips. Again, I'll go through them in depth in the videos you're about to watch. But yeah, all of this is in one playlist called Prehab 1, and I've linked all the videos and the rollout session below. So yeah, enjoy, good luck, and yeah, all the best for the rest of the season. For the season if it ever begins. And as always, if you guys have any questions, you should have a great coaching structure available to you. So go to your direct superior coach, captain. They will have been doing this for quite some time, so they'll know exactly what to do and how to help you and answer any questions. If you do have a personal trainer, a bio, or a physio, feel free to go to them as well. Talk about prehab, muscle stabilization with a lot of focus on rotation. Hopefully they tell you similar things to what I do, because all my information came from them. But yeah, if they don't understand the sport of ultimate frisbee, it's very similar in movements to basketball, netball, soccer especially. You reach high speeds, there's a lot of change in direction. So yeah, big emphasis on fast acceleration, fast deceleration, like insurmountable amount of direction changes, ankle stability, knee stability, paramount. So yeah, if you have questions, those are your channels and routes to go through. Otherwise, yeah, please bear with me through the videos, and yeah, I'll see you on the field in between 2 weeks and like 7 months. I don't know. It's 2021, guys. Who knows what's going on anymore? Anyway, yeah, again, best of luck, and cheers.